Okay, here we are again. In light of we can't win if we don't execute, I got to talk about something. One of the things that we must do as leaders is make decisions because in order to execute, you have to make a decision. But here's the thing, making a decision and making mistakes go hand in hand. You cannot make a decision and never make a mistake. One of the reasons that leaders get paralyzed in our decision making is because we are so afraid of making a mistake. And we don't want to look embarrassed. We don't want to be ashamed of our choice. We don't want it to cost us money. We don't want to lose a team member. We don't want to get it wrong. But by so desperately not wanting to get it wrong, we get it wrong because you have to make a decision in order to execute. And in order to win, you have to execute. So part of our jobs as entrepreneurs, as leaders, even as teammates, part of our job is to understand that we're going to make mistakes, be able to manage our nervous system as human beings, to not over identify with those failures or those successes when they come from a choice we've made, and to recognize that we are going to stub our toe. We are going to scrape our knee. We are going to fall down. We may even freaking fly off our bike into the tree and have a disaster on our hands and walk our freaking bike home and put a new tire on it and realign it so we can steer straight. That may happen. And you know what? That's part of the growth process. It's how you learn to ride your bike. So let's take this whole bike analogy. When we're starting off and we're building a business, we have to make decision around what's the name of our business? Who is our ideal customer? What problem are we solving in the world? Why does that problem even matter? Why does it piss us off? Why do we feel compelled to make this thing happen in our life? Will we wake up in 60 years and lay our head on our pillow and not be satisfied with ourselves if we don't do what we know we need to do today? All of those things are decisions that we have to make before we even start a company. So anyone who's even started a company is winning in my book because it takes such a courageous step to even start a business. So now you've started a business. You've figured out how to name your business, get your logo, get your color, set up the business entity, set up the bank accounts, set up your QuickBooks, set up your chart of accounts, set up your payment processing system, set up all of your playbooks, hire people, train people, drive revenue, get clients, service those clients, ideate new product offerings to those clients. That whole process is such an ordeal. So you're doing that. Then you hit 6 figures, then you hit 7 figures, and then you're figuring out, okay, how do I own my lane? How do I delegate? How do I create dashboards? How do I run the business based on metrics? How do I scale this thing? Every step along that way, you're going to make a mistake. And then you're going to kick yourself about the choice you made because over time, 2 years passes, 3 years passes, 5 years passes, and you look back and you're like, well, with the programming and paradigm and information I have in my 5 years of ruminating on my choice, I now know I should have made a different choice. You can't go undo the past. The past is the past. So you just have to look at it and say, now I will make a different choice going forward. So my encouragement with this short clip is start the journey, start riding your bike. If you need a little training reels, get a business coach. Join a mastermind, join a community, have some support around you, read some books, listen to some podcasts. That's all really powerful. Start doing that. Then maybe ratchet those training wheels up so you kind of have to balance a little bit more. Take some of the support systems off. Then start really getting some momentum, start pedaling a little bit harder, maybe downshift a gear, maybe go find some people who want to ride with you, maybe go to the ice cream store, maybe make it a fun adventure, make the goal and the journey enjoyable for everybody. And also understand that you're going to hit a stoplight. You're going to hit a cat that ran out. You're going to have somebody who backs out their car right in front of you and you got to slam on your brakes. That's all part of riding your bike. And those same parallels will happen in business. And the leader has to learn how to manage their nervous system so that when those plot twists, curveballs, black swans, backstabbing, betrayals, whatever it looks like, you're able to get yourself back up on your bike or take your bike back to the rehab station, get it all fixed up, patch up your bruises, put some band-aids on, and get back out there and keep going. Because the only way to win in business and life is to execute. And the only way to execute is to make decisions. But the only way to make good decisions and get better at making decisions and good decisions is to make mistakes and learn from those mistakes. When you do learn those lessons, give yourself permission to change your mind. You don't have to dig your heels in and keep doing things the same way you have always done it or how everybody else is telling you to do it, because that is the programming. You're allowed to evaluate and look at everything and say, this is working for me or this is not working for me, and I'm going to readjust my structure and my execution so that I can win more in business and life while also maintaining my inner congruence and peace as a leader. Because the more congruent I am as a leader, the better decisions I'll make. The better decisions I'll make, the less mistakes I'll make. The less mistakes I'll make, the less time I have to spend in rehab or fixing up my band-aids and my bruises in a timeout. So we're learning how to navigate and shift all of these things when we're building and scaling businesses. And I just want all the entrepreneurs in the world to know that I see you. It's not easy. It's hard. It's especially hard right now. I mean, we were living through Y2K, 9/11. I mean, you can think of the list of things that we've gone through, and we're still going through so many plot twists, but you're getting up every day, you're doing it, and it's making a difference to the people who really know you and see you. So keep making decisions, keep learning from the mistakes, keep an open mind, be willing to change your mind, and keep getting a little bit better each time, because that is the journey. It's not the destination. I'm cheering for you, and I hope that this helps you execute more so you can win more. So go get some shit done.